What up, everybody?
I'm still eating my plum, dude.
Well, it's time. It's time to go live. We're live. You're eating a plum live right now, bud. It's all good.
There's literally no good way to eat a plum. You're going to get messy,
Especially live. No, man, plums are freaking the bomb, though. Have you ever had Have you seen them? They only come out like every now and then. They're like $55 for like 6. I'm exaggerating, but they're super expensive. But they're like the dinosaur eggs. Like that's how they market them.
What?
Yeah, and it's like a really light skin, and there's like these like spots all over them. They're really cool. But for real though, for 6 of them are like $8, but they're absolutely delicious. And they're like, I don't know how to explain it, but dinosaur eggs, dude. So other than
Is it like
interrupting your snack or whatever that is, your dessert, you've been a busy man. You got a busy schedule today, Andrew, and it's not even begun, pretty much.
No. I hate my life. I love my life.
Love-hate thing.
Yeah, no, it's been busy today. It's been busy, constantly doing something. But we've got some cool clips for you guys today. And
yeah, stack of them.
Yeah.
Karens.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to get into that. I've got a couple clips that you haven't. I don't think I've shown you yet.
Right.
They're not Marens or Karens.
I like the surprises though. Like I don't know. I just like to be surprised. It's almost like we're doing like reaction videos at this point.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. Other than that, man, what have you been up to? I don't think I've seen you since last Thursday.
Dude, I've just been trying to schedule a lot of things in my life. It's just a time of change, but good things coming. You know, sometimes you got to readjust your life and get everything in order and make some moves in your schedule and stuff. But it's good stuff. Good stuff. Old lady's got a job. I got a job. Got 2 jobs. So it's a good thing. I did a little fishing here and there. You know, caught a few fish. Nothing crazy on the RSB worm, dude. It's still hitting. The RSB worm in Chico's Red Ear with the flat out tungsten is still getting it done for me, dude.
What size flat out tungsten are you using?
Now I've gotten a little heavier.
You went heavier?
Yeah, than my 1/16. I'm going to the quarter now, and I'm moving it a little.
What made you decide to go to the quarter?
Because I wanted to move it a little bit faster, but kind of keep it in the same like depth, just a little. But I wanted to keep it just a little bit deeper. I didn't want it to rise as much. With that 1/16, you get a little bit of a wake rise type thing. But with how hot it's been and where I've been fishing, they kind of killed off a lot of the vegetation where they were kind of hiding at.
Nice.
And before the deal was sometimes you swim it like right under it. Like if it's here, you kind of just run your bait right under it, or like kind of right on top and splash and they come up and eat it. But now it's so hot and there's no vegetation. So I want to keep it a little bit down, you know, on that first little drop. And that's where I'm getting my hits at. I think they're just coming up and ambushing bluegill from what I can tell, because every now and then, you know, I fish a lot of ponds. And, you know, like we were just talking earlier, they're constantly eating little bluegill and little fish and stuff on the banks. And I've been seeing a lot more like explosions and like them just running up and busting. So I kind of dropped the weight up a little bit or up the weight up, not dropped it. And I've just been kind of burning it. And it's getting cooler. The nights are getting a little bit cooler here. Nothing too dramatic, but a little bit goes a long way.
It's been a lot more enjoyable outside.
Yeah, man, especially in the afternoons.
Yeah.
My top water game's coming back strong. Been getting some good ones on the popper again. Nice. But you know, just like you, bud, I get, you know, maybe 2-3 hours here and there, if that.
Yeah.
So you got to, you know, make it count. But RSB worm, dude, I'm gonna fish it as long as I can and until I can't, you know, until it stops getting bit. And so far, I got to throw it at least a few times when I go out fishing.
Dude, I'm feeling the same way about the split tail shad.
Just going to run it
or a willow bite.
You're just going to run
away from it. Can't get away. I don't even want to take it off the rod. It just looks so good in the water.
Yeah, dude. Dude, tell them about your little. What else hit that thing that you just told me? I was surprised, but not really. Like I get it.
I'm an idiot because I didn't. You know, I had my cameras with me, but I went out there. I went out to a spot called High Bridge. Everybody knows about it up here. It's not a secret, but it is a snook haven if you know where to go on the bridge and what tide and all this other stuff and figuring all that stuff out. Now, I went with the intent of getting some kind of photography or videography for Bass Assassin and a few other brands, Vector hooks, all that stuff. I wanted to capitalize on what I heard from the previous night from my buddies that went out there. And they crushed it. You know, the tide was right, the water was flowing right. It's all about water flow for snook, right? So that's really what we were targeting. And I jumped one. I have witnesses, and I can get them to attest to it. We had the net down in the water ready for it, but I just couldn't keep them on. And I was underpowered anyway. I had to fight him out, and I was lucky that it didn't go under the dock or out to the bridge fenders because there's no way I would have stopped him. I was using the.
We're using the NextFish rod.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
10-pound braid
on a bridge. Jesus, bro.
Yeah. No, and I was throwing the Willow Vibe with the split tail shad. Can't get away from it. And that was in the Fire Claw.
In the Fire Claw, dude.
Yeah, dude. No, it was legit. And the reason I decided to throw on the Fire Claw was because they were using all these, new penny-ish colors over there. And I didn't have anything new penny on, but I had that. It was a little bit brighter, a little bit bolder, but
it has some copper tones in it. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I broke off 2 and I hooked 1 that I fought for a while, but the 2 that I broke off crushed it immediately, and there was no turning anything. And like I said, I'm an idiot, way underpowered. Buddy, yeah. I'm on a 1,000 size reel. That drag ain't doing much.
He did have it cranked all the way down, Ernest. That's the problem. But dude, no. I didn't even ask what you used earlier, but now that you dude, he went out there with like a finesse, like drop shot setup.
And like I had my heavier rods with me, but I decided to play a little bit with that one because I wanted to see if it would work right there, dude. It did. I lost. I bought 4 packs of Willow Vibes. There's 2 to a pack. I'm down to like 3 right now.
Damn, all from the Snook Adventure?
Yeah.
Damn.
I gave 2 of them away because the guys were like, dude, what are you throwing? So I was like, here. And then I was like, here, pick your color. And I did get hit on Snowstorm too. And so that's kind of like the white variation of the split tail shad. That thing was money. They just look so good, and it's such a subtle movement, but such a violent commotion that it creates. I don't know how to explain it. Until you see a Willow Vibe in the water, you won't understand. But like your line on top of the water is literally like just quaking.
But it looks very tight, right? From what you're saying.
Very tight in the water, dude. It's such a violent, hard hit, side to side. I don't know. It's just wild. But that was my night. I will be back. Snook season just opened, and in the area that I'm in, I want to go to another bridge that I know of that I will not name. And if you come up and fish with me, I'll take you.
Is this the Lantern Bridge?
This is the Lantern Bridge.
Do I need to bring lanterns?
Well, I thought about buying one the other night, but I knew I wasn't going there.
I kind of want to bring like an old timey one with like oil and stuff, and like it's sweet.
No, you don't, because the problem is like so. Well, let me change this. You know the little pouches. I don't know what they're called, but they're like little like felt pouches that you put on, and that's what's actually lit up in the lantern.
Yeah.
So I don't need those, but like the problem is the lantern gets super hot on the outside, right?
You're right.
If you're throwing out your line and you're free lining down below it,
that
line comes in contact with the lantern, you're done. So you yourself can control it. You know what I mean? You're fine. But if you hook up with something
and it touches it,
somebody drag the lantern. Yeah, no, it's like a whole ordeal. I've gone out by myself a few times and done really well. We've had like 15 to 20 snook nights like between 2 people. And this is like lantern in one spot, not moving, and they're legitimately different fish, all sizes.
That's crazy. And is that the same principle though? Like you got it. It's just based on if that tide's flowing right, and
it is all tide based. Yeah.
Okay. Is that one more predictable though?
Yes, because there's only one way in and out of the flat.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So like an outgoing tide is a true outgoing tide, but the beauty is at this bridge, it works. It works better on an outgoing, but it does work on an incoming. So okay. You can kill the slack tide time and throw some top water for trout or whatever up under the bridge, and you can walk up underneath it and cast out. You'll get some redfish, flounder, trout, things like that. Cool.
But so you can fiddle around and stuff.
Yeah. But the key is, what they're doing is it's like there's a ledge underneath. Like if this is the bottom, the snooker's sitting like right here under a ledge, and they're just waiting for things to come over.
And they just freaking attack. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And they're just, I'm assuming they're all just lined up in there.
And feed them willow bugs. Dude, I tried. I did. I basically did. There's at least 4 snook with a willow vine in their face right now.
Dude, we can make that a challenge. Catch Andrew Snook to win.
Yeah, no.
10 packs of willow vine.
Fish. We did catch 2. Well, I say we caught. I netted a snook for a guy. And,
somebody else caught the snook.
Yeah, somebody else caught the snook, but it did have 2 hooks in its lower jaw that we took out. That was kind of cool.
Oh wow, was it big or just good size slot? Or?
No, dude. What's crazy is it was like a little 24-incher. Like, I mean, it's a respectable snook, but still, it's like not the snook you're pulling out of there. The usual snook is at least slot or better.
Nice, nice. Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and get into a little power pull action. And then when we come back, we'll start running through those videos you got because I'm excited and you never know what Andrew's going to throw up on the screen, guys. So hang tight with us and we'll be right back with you.
Things you let me see.
That was a good one. I really like that.
And that's a snook. That is a snook, Andrew. That's what we'll get you there. We'll get you there.
Dave, it does feel natural to net someone else's fish because I'm a team player, unlike some people in the comment section named David Bolema.
Official net man.
Right. No, so what do you want to get started with? Do you want to start with the Marens or end with the Marens? Or Karens? I think it's Karens today.
We have a Karen today, don't we? Let's start with the Karen, and then that way we can end on a lighter note. Let's just get right into the aggravation, and then end on something positive.
So that's a great ad over there.
Oh God, Andrew, what are you searching? This is your computer, by the way.
What time's that?
Joe Marquez. Joe's name. So this woman's pissed off because this dude is fishing, and I guess she wants to feed the ducks or something. She's claiming
something about she thinks he's hooking the ducks, but
there's baby swans here, and the swans trying to raise their young, and you guys are got plastic fishing line on.
She's straight up recording them too.
yeah.
Plastic fishing line.
Look at her.
Oh, that. Hold on a second.
I respect fishing.
That was a legit face of a Karen.
Dude.
I want you guys to take this in and just soak this in for a second. If you ever notice a woman in particular, and I haven't identified a Maren yet as far as what they visually look like.
This is her.
Always have a short bob haircut of some sort, and they will look angry. They just have that resting bitch face is what they call it.
And they have floral print on the back of their phones. That's a key giveaway that you're going to have to get Karen. Floral print on the back of the cell phone and held wrong. They also hold the phone wrong. Yeah.
I respect wildlife. I catch and release fish, and I follow the law.
Side note, did you know this dude was Australian?
Yeah, and he's literally. I think there is a catch and release fishing only sign. Like he can totally fish there. In this case, there is a sign that says "Go fishing."
Right.
You know, like what the hell? She doesn't give up though. In true Karen fashion.
No worries. I'm legally fishing in an illegal spot.
That's insane. I want to jump to this one. I haven't watched this one yet.
You really have no
Oh,
authority.
this one's awesome.
You have no authority to tell me what.
Oh,
boo. An ad.
here we go. Hold on, we'll skip this.
Looking
So-
for something different.
Like my thing is, why do people feel so compelled to just be jerks about it?
I don't know. And then like feeding ducks bread isn't even good. Like right? Like from my understanding, that hurts them. Like it messes up their digestive stuff.
Something with that, yeah.
Sarcastic besides, get the 6-foot emotes going. I can say it. I know.
Here we go.
I've seen this one. This lady's freaking nuts too.
You really have no authority. You have no authority to tell me why. I've never hooked a duck in my life. You feed these. You don't feed these fish.
You don't feed these fish. Who are you trying to fool?
You really have no authority to tell me to leave. Call who?
I'm gonna go ahead and say something though. I'm not a left-handed reeling person.
Oh. Me neither.
He can go. I agree with her on this one. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, get out of here with your left-handed retrieve. You weirdo. My buddy Matt's a left-handed retrieve. I don't know how he does it. I picked up one of his rods one time and I was like, I didn't know what to do.
No,
It's so weird.
It feels so awkward.
Yeah.
I live here, but don't worry about it. I see your ducks. They're beautiful. I don't want to hurt your ducks.
You have beautiful ducks, lady.
Have you ever hooked a duck?
Me?
Yeah.
I've hooked a merganser, and I've hooked a hooded merganser, and I've hooked the water turkeys. The
coots or whatever you want.
No, not the coot.
Got one.
Oh,
Watch this. She freaks out.
she said something like you're a dick or something.
I think asshole.
Be off the end of this dock.
Ah, was that the end of that video, or was that?
No, that's it. A long story short, security comes and they're like, "Can you just go to another pond? Like you could totally fish here, but we don't want to deal with this lady." Like I've seen that one, and that kid actually lives in that place and has permission to fish there at the end of it all.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So I didn't intend on playing this one, but it's got captions, and I like captions because it makes me feel like I'm watching a movie that's like a foreign movie. And I can really just get into it.
Get some culture with us today.
Come here, I want to talk to you.
What is this one?
Dude, what is he in?
Oh, dude, he's in one of those little like
That's
things.
not a 360 boat, is it?
No, what's it called?
We know Brent.
Like thrust powered. It's like electric, like, and you go left, right, or forward, or backwards.
If y'all know Brett needs to be out here with you if you're out here. This is not a recreational pond to bring boats and go fishing, okay?
Okay, he said we have permission to fish here.
You
Brian
don't.
caught a pelican.
You should not be out here.
He told us if we had trouble just to give him a call.
Okay, give me Brett's phone number and I'll talk to Brett.
Sure.
You should not be out here if Brett is not here. Don't be
You like how you see how he's like, it's Brent. Like it's she keeps calling him Brent, but it's
He
actually
owns that right there, though.
Nay.
Not a recreational pond to bring boats on.
Here, I'll give you his number. You can talk to him about it.
and long
She sounds like she's got an underbite. Nay.
No, like that. His buddy owns the property across the pond, and they literally just dropped the boat in on
Brent?
his buddy's property.
With
So
an N.
it's totally legal. You can't own water, right?
Okay, yeah, he gave us permission to fish, so until he says otherwise, I think. But he owns that property. His number's
Blah, blah.
Please catch a fish off of her dock.
Brent is the property. Yeah, he's the property owner.
I think she's like, you should respect the property owners of this thing. He's like,
Yeah,
yeah, Brent is the property owner.
His family does. Okay, I guess he's a liar then.
Dang.
Okay.
He's like, okay.
Call Brent.
Nay.
Well, it's one person's word versus another right now, so I mean, sure, yeah.
She's very proper.
No, not sure about that.
No.
I'm sorry that you feel this way. We're just fishing. It's very harmless.
You know, this is another instance where I've got to side with her.
What? You freaking Maren?
I'll tell you why.
You Maren.
Look at how he's holding that spinning reel. All of his fingers are above the freaking thing. And
Oh,
he
let me
stops
see.
the line instead of like closing the bail with his hand. Like,
Oh, that is
no,
true.
dude, he's got to
Dude,
go.
Is
I'm
he
sorry.
100% above?
He's 100% above it, dude. His pinky is pushed out. Like, I just can't get behind that. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I don't agree with that one.
And just like that, he doesn't agree, guys. How do you hold your fishing reels? Get them back in here.
Yeah, my bad. I got
Okay,
a
just
little.
like that. Exactly.
I
I don't agree with that one. Go
call
on.
myself out.
You played it. You did it to yourself.
Yeah, no, but like honestly, come on. If you're gonna battle a Maren or a Karen, you don't go in there
Dude, don't go in like a
holding the
good.
blade of the sword and hold
Yeah.
the handle out to them. At least look like you know what you're doing.
That was a pretty sweet little like electric boat thing, though.
I'll give him that.
Yeah, but horrible rod holding placement.
Yeah,
Dude. That's not how you
Yeah.
set up. Making us
No.
look ashamed out here. God.
Okay.
And if you reel with your left hand,
Yeah, if you reel with your left hand, so help you. So help you. Now, something I noticed in that too. Oh, I'm not going back. I'm going to get frustrated. I'm not going back. Was
Dude.
the handle? The handle was on the right for the spinning reel. I don't do that either.
no, that was the wrong one.
Oh
'Cause
my
I'm
God.
left and spinning.
I've
What?
never.
You chose these
Marens?
clips.
Are we Marens right now?
Are we marinating?
Is this
Are we
the-
marinating right now?
Is this the?
Dude, I thought I was going to get Maren. Speaking of Marens, I thought I was going to get Marened at my pond yesterday because they built these new duplexes on the opposite side where I fish.
Oh,
And this guy goes out there and he's like, he has his chair. He's like grunting and like huffing and puffing. He's like, "Meh, meh." And he's like slamming stuff. I'm like, oh, freak, here we go. I'm about to get Marened. Camera out, right? And he turned, like, he's shuffling and banging stuff. And then he turns around and all he says is, goddamn Walmart chairs, and he goes in the house, and that was it. So I was like, phew, I can still fish here. So
well, that's just take that as a note and a warning.
no,
Don't get any Walmart
don't
chairs.
get no freaking Walmart chairs because you'll
Yeah, dude.
piss you off.
That or he probably got the like $5 Walmart chair. But I
Yeah,
bet you if you got like the $20 Walmart chair, it'd have been fine.
yeah, those are smooth. I actually have
Yeah.
one,
I've got two hanging on the wall over there, so I won't
Yeah.
do that.
but
Yeah.
gosh, who do we got this Thursday? Do we got we got somebody cool this Thursday, don't we?
We've got
Jr.
no.
Captain Jr.
Oh, Jim Ross. Yeah, sorry
Jim
about
Ross.
that.
Jr. That's what we call him in the streets. In the streets, we call him Jr.
There's no streets where you dwell, sir.
Yeah. Streets where I drove. No, there's dirt roads, but
That's
no,
okay.
Captain Jim Ross, man. I'm excited to pick this guy's brain. for
Yeah.
sure.
Why? What do you want to do? What's your brain pickage?
Just want to know everything. Just want to know everything about him.
He's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I've known him for a long time and worked with him for a while. I'm pretty in keen with what he does over here on the Space Coast, and it's just awesome. But the level of knowledge that he's got is ridiculous.
And that's what we need to dig into.
He's been with Bass Assassin since 2001.
What?
Yeah,
20 years.
20 years. We're gonna have to
20
celebrate,
years.
pop some bottles, something.
Dude, yeah. What do you even do? Like what do we do for that? This is epic, dude.
I don't know. I'll get some seltzer water or something.
Yeah. Some what is that? Polar seltzer water?
Whoa.
What is this? What
We're gonna turn that music down for a second because I don't really care to hear that right now.
What is this? What are we watching?
I didn't know it was gonna pop open and just play. My
Dude,
bad.
you are just all over the
Now
place.
I know. Now I'm really thrown off by the way the guy held his reel.
That's messing with you. 2005. Thank you, Dave, for the correction.
He said 2001.
Someone's lying. We're going to find that out too Thursday, so be sure to tune in.
Dave doesn't know nothing. Or maybe Dave's been with him since 2005.
Yeah. What is it,
There we
Dave?
go.
Me.
I was going
Okay.
to say, because you don't know nothing about Jim. You don't know Jim.
You don't know JR.
Yeah. Jay Ross.
Jay Ross.
Okay.
What do you got here? What the heck is this?
This video, we're going to go muted because you don't really need sound for this one because there's some.
That is quite loud. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Calm it down, bud.
That's I don't know if you could see it sort of in the middle of the video there, but that is a catfish.
All right.
Okay. And what he actually catches and pulls out is a bass. And there's some point in this transition where the catfish eats the bait and then all of a sudden the catfish just swims off, but he's hooked up to a bass. I don't understand it.
Play it.
Playing. Wait for it. Catfish eats right there. Catfish ate it. Hooks the catfish. Clearly a catfish. 100%. Catfish swims off. He's still hooked up now to a bass. What just happened? How did that happen so quickly and so smoothly? And at what point did those fish work in cahoots to try to take out whatever they were trying to take out? Because that was 100% a cahoots situation.
What the flip? Okay, catfish has it.
Right there.
Swallow.
Sets. Catfish is being fought. I mean, you can't deny that's a catfish. 100%
Right,
right
catfish.
there. You know what I mean?
Not a bass. We can
Not a
all
bass.
agree it's not a
And
bass.
he just swims off like nothing happened. Sorry. Boom.
Go back. It's when he swims off into that little ditch thing.
He's hooked
Watch,
up.
right there, and then it becomes bass.
So like,
Did the bait escape? And then a bass just come out of nowhere?
What was he even throwing? It looked like he was throwing bread or something.
Was it a bluegill?
Or is
What
he-
was that?
Is it a fly? Like what? I don't understand.
It's like flat. Like a big white, like Wonder Bread.
But okay, so you saw that right there. It had to be a wad of bread because watch, right there, it
comes
out
out.
to the right.
Bait out. Yep.
Baits out right there. So what did the bass hit?
The hook? I don't know, dude. Watch. See, comes out, bass.
This is like
And this was on TikTok too.
time
Some
travel.
foolery. This is some foolery going on.
It's wild. I don't know. What does everybody think about that? Because to me, that's like
What does everybody think about that?
I
I think
don't
that's
know.
crazy as hell for sure. I've
I
had
don't know.
bass like drop lures and another bass come pick it up, but not species like that.
no,
Hmm.
no. So
What is
that's,
this?
that's the enigma for me for today. But how many times have you gone fishing, Joe, and seen just someplace cool that you had to like do something unique to get into?
A lot. Well, here's why. I tend to get into some really sketchy things because I generally fish out of a tin can, a little 17-foot bass tracker.
Yeah.
So we kind of hop out and push sometimes and get through little bridges and like little creeks and things like that and go through some mucky stuff to get back to that open pond or something, you know?
You mean like legit portaging or like push through shallows?
Like push through shallows.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say you portage in that. That's crazy.
No.
Well, like this is different. This dude is. I've seen him before. He's kind of been like very popular lately, and I think I follow him on Instagram, and you might too, Joe.
Let's see who this guy is.
Let's go check it out. Gonna have to shut the motor off to get in.
Mr. Goggle Eyes or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through.
They're going under
Power
this.
poles are a little bit tall.
Oh, Fish Fear. Yeah.
Yeah, Fish Fear Me, something like that.
He's got a good little thing going on up in
Here we go,
Orlando.
guys. Secret Lake time. Pushing ourselves through. Are the power poles gonna make it?
Are they gonna make it?
Ooh, just by the hair on their chinny chin chin. Look at that. Ooh, that's tight. Man, this is sick. Look at that, guys. We got a lot of hydrilla. We got some open water. I think this could be the prime spot.
Nice.
Like stuff like that's cool to me. Like I love adventurous stuff, and we've gone through like culverts, like
Yeah.
culverts, things like that, drainage systems. But I've never done anything
Like that. We got this this lake I fish up here, Lake Josephine, and there's a creek that runs from another lake called Lake Jackson. And the deal is there's a spillway in this creek, but we are the only boat that can get to this spillway. We have to go under 2 bridges, and one is like you cannot sneeze or you're going to jack your whole system up. Like it's very tight and narrow and like low hanging.
really.
And shallow. Yeah. And we have a push pole, and like one of us will be on like the sides, like pushing it against the concrete, you know, to not
Nice.
scrape the boat. And then somebody's up front like this. But dude, you get to this spillway and you can throw whatever you want, and you can essentially win that tournament every single time. They're almost like trapped back there, and it's just a constant flood of food to them. And they're like little puppy dogs back there. Oh, he knows. Ernest, you know what I'm talking about. Ernest knows.
Hang on.
Yeah, I doubt it, dude. The Ranger ain't going to fit through that little.
Now there's some spots up the
Yep.
north end of Indian River Lagoon where you want to get back in there at low tide, but the problem is at low tide that mouth is just one giant sandbar, so you have to be up on plane to get back in there if you're on
Or
a boat.
you're done.
And like it's the sketchiest thing you're ever gonna do, dude. Because if you don't have jack plates or you're not planing up and you're like not skidding, like you need to have your boat in water. Like I don't know how you do that, but no, I want to leave everybody with a positive note. I've got this video here, and it's legit. Joe, are we ready? Are we ready to cash out?
Let's cash out. Don't forget, guys. Thursday, 8:30. Captain Jim Ross.
Captain Jim Ross.
Knowledgeable guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been with Bass Assassin for a long time, so you know he's got the sauce, he's got the information, and we'll be chopping it up with him, see what he knows, talk a little bit about him, and introduce him to you guys in case you just don't know. You will after Thursday at 8:30. So Andrew, take it away, bud, and we'll see y'all Thursday at 8:30.
We done come out here this morning. We done put the whammy on.
Whammy, baby.
Whammy baby.
Whammy, baby, baby.